In today's reading, we're going to look at the month of March, and I've been feeling this kind of crazy, trippy, wacky energy around March Madness type of stuff, and synchronicities around insanity and things not being what they seem. So let's take a look at the energy of the month ahead and see what you need to know about this. Group number 1, we have shift your energy. Group number 2 is new experiences and possibilities. And group number 3 is higher ground. If you feel called to more than one card or more than one group, there could be multiple messages, multiple themes that you're working with energetically in the month ahead, and so on. Technically, these are all timeless readings, so this doesn't have to apply to March 2026 at the time that I'm filming it. It could be any month or any March. So take what resonates, leave the rest. Timestamps are below to jump ahead to your chosen reading or readings, and we'll see you there. Hi, group number 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Shift Your Energy card, and we're going to be doing a monthly spread. So let's actually pull your cards out, and then we'll do the reading. So for card number 1, it is the general energy or the theme of the month. So what is the general energy or theme of the month for group number 1? Okay, it's not those. It's this one. I can just feel it. I just know. Okay, and then the obstacle to overcome is the second card. And I'm actually hearing being shielded from, so you guys may actually be shielded from some obstacles. Or shields themselves, or protection could be part of the obstacle. I don't know, we'll find out. So what is the obstacle for March? Thank you. I saw it. It's the 9 of Cups. No, I'm gonna reveal it. I'm gonna be sneaky and reveal it as we get into things. Okay, so number 3 is the blessings to embrace. Blessing or blessings to embrace. I saw 111 as I was saying that. Activations. Thank you. And the 4th card is messages or guidance from spirit. Message or guidance from spirit for the month of March, and any of the madness that it entails. All right. On the bottom, we have the King of Pentacles. So I'll take that as kind of like an underlying energy. But yeah, let's see. The general energy or theme of the month, you've got the 8 of Swords. Okay. So with the, yeah, okay, I can see it. The shifting of your energy. So in March, group number 1, part of the energy of this month is requiring you, and I'm hearing it's being asked of you, or you're being tasked with this by spirit, by your soul, actually. That's what's coming through. To shift your energy, to shift your mindset, to get out of any preoccupations of the mind that make you feel slowed down and therefore unhappy. Now, sometimes slowing down is a good thing. Sometimes we slow down and that makes us feel happy. But I'm getting this message about March being a month where you actually need to prioritize your physical stamina, your emotional stamina, your energetic stamina. So your energy is rising, and therefore feeling slowed down or stuck in stagnancy is gonna be very limiting. Now, it's coming from the mind because we've got swords here with the 8 of Swords in your general energy. So yeah, I would really prioritize focusing on where you can liberate yourself, freeing yourself from any thoughts, patterns, I'm hearing the word recuperation, old patterns of like limiting yourself in terms of what you believe is possible or what you're thinking about, or rumination, or just kind of like spiraling thoughts, because this is what's going to help shift your energy. And I like that you have the 9 of Cups in the obstacle position. Let me explain why. Because the obstacle to overcome, I always look at it as an opportunity. Obstacles are opportunities. And since you have the 9 of Cups here, which is a very positive card, I'm hearing the word masking. Okay, so masking, something about shade. I'm hearing something about throwing shade, and I'm being shown shade underneath a palm tree. Okay. Anyway, 9 of Cups here tells me that the obstacle may feel like freedom to experience joy, freedom to actually viscerally, like in your body, in your mind, in your brain. I'm hearing in your head, in your head. Oh God, that zombie, zombie. Okay, so getting out of your head is going to be really crucial this month, group number 1, because there's a tendency here. And I don't know if it's coming from you or it's coming from outside of you, but there's a tendency here throughout the month of March to kind of spiral in the mind into, let's say, for example, hopelessness, fear. I'm hearing the word derogatory. Okay, so maybe there's like some self-critical types of patterns, and I keep hearing rumination as well. So getting out of rumination. This is seriously going to shift your energy, and I'm hearing better days. I'm being shown happy days and a happy face or smiley face. And this is what the 9 of Cups is talking about. So the obstacle may be feeling happy, but this is an opportunity to shift your energy, to break free from any limiting or stagnating patterns that keep you stuck mentally. And then how that, if you allowed it, if you gave that rumination or that spiraling thought leeway, it would run you ragged and drain you and exhaust you and make you feel, let's say, this is an understatement, but less than happy, miserable, really. And shifting your energy here is an inside job. And I'm hearing it's your prerogative. It's your prerogative, meaning that you're the one who controls it. And this 8 of Swords, but I did say 9 of Swords. So anxiety and fear could be part of this spiral effect as well. This could be what keeps you feeling trapped in the mind. But this 8 of Swords tells me that rumination is a problem. And especially with the slip of the tongue, the Freudian slip, the subconscious always speaks loudly. And it feels like there's some mental shifting that needs to happen here. Okay, so let's look at the blessings. Emperor. Yeah, it's your prerogative. It's in your power. It's within your domain. It's like you're getting control back of your mind, your thoughts, what you're thinking of, what you believe is possible, how you feel based on that, what you feel like you can achieve based on that, and how you can go it alone. 1 and 9, it feels like the official, I'm being shown a stamp of approval, but I was going to say the official starting and ending of something. So you start to shift your energy, which ends the old pattern. You're putting a close to it. There's some closure that could also be happening throughout the month. And it feels like you get a handle on things. It feels like you really step up. You end up coming out of this a lot more empowered, feeling stronger, feeling more stable in yourself, feeling as though you're better mentally prepared for what life has to bring. And your energy is going to reflect that. So even if there's some kind of insanity out there in the world, or there's some pressures or some stresses in your life, or it's just purely in your mind and it's racing and it's paralyzing, or both. This is not the month to slip back into those patterns and let yourself digress. This is not the month for that. This is the month where you step up and say, I can make my wishes come true. I can do it. I am in control of my energy, and watch me do it. And if you feel like giving up, or you feel helpless or hopeless, remind yourself that that is part of the illusion. That is part of the trap. And all you have to do to shift your energy is not believe that. It may feel very real. It may be very tactile. It may be a limitation in the body. But it doesn't stop you. It can't stop you if you refuse to let it stop you. Now, this doesn't mean push yourself past your limits. If anything, this is actually honoring where you've created limits that don't need to be there, and being able to open up and therefore step up a lot stronger. Now, there's something about shielding coming through, and I'm seeing the armor that the Emperor's something about rare shielding that he's wearing there. And I'm being shown an emperor with an armed guard all around him. Okay, so you do have a lot of protection. This is part of the blessing, because we're looking at this in the blessing position. So you guys have a lot of protection. If you feel like you're all alone in this, the 9s are standing out to me. 9s are kind of solitary energy, reminiscent of the Hermit card. And so if you feel like you're all alone in this, Get out of your head. Get externalized in some way. Find a cathartic expression for this, because when you do that, you're going to see that the inside world doesn't necessarily need to match the outside world in a good way. Like if it's chaotic inside, the outside doesn't have to reflect that. And vice versa, if it's chaotic outside, the inside doesn't have to reflect that. But you're aiming for peace here in the month of March. You're aiming for peace. You're aiming for joy, especially joy. Getting there, like again, it might feel like an obstacle this month, but your priority here is to shift your energy and to put yourself back into that power position. Now, in the message or guidance from Spirit, you have the Two of Wands. Okay. Something about the world being on your shoulders, I'm getting. I don't know why that's coming through the world. Do you feel like the world is on your shoulders sometimes? That would be more 10 of Wands energy, not Two of Wands. Instead, he's got the world in his hand. That song, he's got the whole world in his hands. So, but I was seeing it on the back, like Atlas, holding up the world. It's a lot of responsibility. So where has that in some way, this like overwhelm sense of responsibility, where has that limited you? Now the Emperor, which is part of the blessing, remember, to embrace, is responsible. The Emperor is the most responsible. That's why he's protected so highly. That's why. It's because he makes the big decisions. He is like the top priority, the top dog. I'm hearing the words executive function. Okay, so maybe this is even like prioritizing literally at a mental level, your brain being able to executively function to make decisions that prioritize your peace, your happiness, and don't split you off into, I keep hearing this word digression, okay? So don't digress yourself in a negative sense. Don't water yourself down or whittle yourself down or cause yourself to become fractured in the mind. Instead, focus on what you can hone. I'm being shown somebody filling up each one of these cups. So it feels like self-appreciation fills one cup, self-love and care fills the next, self-guarding and protection, healthy boundaries fills the next. So each one is being filled up simultaneously. But it's happening slowly, and it's with these incremental choices, decisions, actions that you are making. So you do have a lot of choice points in March. And those choice points are going to be as a direct result. And, well, I was going to say as a direct result of you shifting your energy, but it's also a result of no, it's like, what was I going to say? I just completely lost my train of thought. All right, so it's not anything else other than that. It's completely up to you. It's your decision. It's your choice. It's your mind. It's your energy. You are the one in control of it. And really, at the end of the day, it's the only thing that you're in control of. Sometimes we have this false illusion of control in the outside world, which simply isn't really all that true. And if we just embrace and understand that, release and surrender to that, stop, trying to control everything, then we drop the things that are burdening us and we focus on what we can control, which is our internal state, how we respond or react to things, how we adapt, how we make decisions, how we choose to see things, and whether or not that's beneficial. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Now, I do want to get an oracle card as well for you guys. I'm hearing something about topping something off, and I'm being shown a pillow top. Okay, so maybe you guys need to get more rest, or you need to, the top also reminds me of the top of the head, the crown chakra, sovereignty with the Emperor there, but maybe you need to get more rest, need some sleep, better quality sleep. Let's see. Pluto. Okay. So this is all about control, because Pluto is about power dynamics. So this is what it is. It's like you're in the fight of your life, metaphorically speaking, around the power dynamics, how those shape you, your reality, your perception, what you believe is possible, how you experience life, how you're physically feeling or mentally or emotionally feeling each day. And I did see this one as well, so let's take it. And the sun. I heard a word, I heard sun satyana. I don't know what that means. I would have to look that up if that's a word. On the bottom we have water. Jupiter, blessings. Blessings of water, something about the water tribe. Water and earth. And oh, look at what's underneath that. The Queen of Wands and the Strength card too. All right. Yeah, your strength is going to be tested this month, but you are in control. Look, Queen in the hierarchy, she's in control. King in control. Emperor in control. So you have the power here, and you're the only one who can do it. You're the only one who can do it for you. What else? Pluto is a death and rebirth process. So this is a massive transformation, and that is what's creating this shift of your energy. It's a big, even the number 1 and 9, beginning and ending, Pluto feels like a 9. Is it the 9th planet? I can't remember. Or I know it's technically not a planet anymore. But Pluto will forever in my eyes be a planet. Because I just grew up in that era. But yeah, it's like it's the 9th planet from the sun, I think. And I'm hearing Third Rock from the Sun, which was a show, but I'm also seeing this as Earth, right? So there's something about your solar plexus chakra that I'm also getting, and the world. Like how you feel empowered by your world, the world, your inner world, your external world, etc. The people around you. I'm hearing the word force field. Something about shedding I'm being shown as well, getting lighter or letting go of some things. Yes, you are. Yeah, you are in March. Shedding and releasing. It's something about an old mad king. And it's like the rise of a new empire I'm being shown, where the old mad king finally succumbs and gives up the throne. And the new bold leader who has fresh ideas and fresh insights and a different prerogative steps into power. So metaphorically, this is an archetypal theme for you to explore in the month of March, because it is about your power and how you're wielding it, how you're using it, how you're showing up for yourself and potentially for others as well. Something about Satyana. I keep hearing that Satyana, and something about a song or singing the song of Satyana. I don't know what that is. Okay. Anything else you want to say, Spirit, for group number 1 in the month ahead? I'm hearing keep your grounding. Something about focusing on practical matters. And it's again, they're emphasizing what you can control, which is not always the outside. It's not about what you can physically control. It's about feeling this internal locus of control. That's what this feels like to me anyway. I'm hearing PowerPoint, which is reminding me of like, a PowerPoint presentation. But I'm also hearing point by point. I'm being shown connecting the dots. I'm being shown you creating something that connects the dots and makes you see a perhaps bigger picture or more fully, and you're able to present. Now, the presentation also reminds me of being prepared. You feel in control, you feel confident when you're prepared. This brings me back again to executive functioning versus executive dysfunctioning, which is like a dysregulated nervous system. You could be going through a death and rebirth process around that this month, and that's what shifts your energy and puts you back into your power and allows you to make decisions, to be decisive, to feel in control of the direction that your life is going from moment to moment, because you're able to say and pinpoint, this is what I'm doing in this moment, and this leads to this and leads to that and leads to that, and not digressing off that path unless it's necessary to do so because you need to explore something and to shift the energy in a larger way, like maybe doing things in a different way that you normally wouldn't, because that shifts the energy, because that kind of causes you to respond or react to the outside world a little differently. Yeah. Okay, anything? Yeah, I think that's it, group number 1. I think that's it. So I'm going to leave the reading there. That's the message, 1818. I just looked back up at the time. So I hope this was helpful. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel called to or pulled to another group, check that out as well. There could be additional messages that want to come through in that way. But yeah, I hope that you experience this internal power reclamation in the dynamic, internal to external, in the month of March and beyond. Much love and many blessings. Thanks for being here, guys. And little housekeeping. I am still offering readings at the moment, but I do have a current list right now of, I don't know, I'd have to count them, but there's like at least a page of names of people that I'm currently reading for privately. And thank you to those who have ordered. They've been a little delayed because I moved. I physically moved locations and had to pack everything and do all that. So thank you for your patience with me. Thank you for ordering, and looking forward to connecting remotely through the energy in the private readings. And stay tuned for more readings to come here on the channel. Don't forget to check out my other channel if you're interested in more like starseed, ascension, and also personal messages and collective stuff too on Aqua Gem. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next reading. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose new experiences and possibilities. Number 18. And we're going to do a spread today. So we're going to look at the month of March through 4 cards. And we'll get an oracle card as well at the end. But the first card is the general energy theme of the month. So what is the general energy or the theme for group number 2 in the month of March? Actually, I feel that one. Okay. What is the obstacle to overcome for the month of March? I'm not going to take all of those. I can feel this one wanting to stay though, so we'll take that. I think it was the King of Pentacles. No, stay in there. Your cards are a bit jumpy. Group 2, so there's something that's wanting to pop out at you, which is a good thing. We're getting to the blessings. So blessings to embrace in the month of March. What are the blessings? No, I feel that one. Okay, what is the message or guidance from Spirit? I feel that one. Okay, on the bottom we have the Magician. 9 and 1 could be significant numbers as well. All right, so general energy theme of the month, the 10 of Swords. Yeah, okay. So March, interestingly, at a collective level, feels kind of chaotic to me. That's why I named this reading March Madness, because I'm tapping into so much, and you may be isolated from that, or hold on, I'm hearing the word repressed. Okay, I'm being shown something about jumping the gun and off and running. And I was seeing horse hooves running along the ground, hitting the ground running or something. Something about cats is coming through, black cats, superstition. Something about black on black, and something about being on guard. Okay, there's a lot channeling through directly for you, group 2. That didn't happen quite as much in group 1. Yeah, you're hitting the ground running. There's endless possibilities here. Now, the 10 of Swords, this is the old energy. Now, this is coming up in the energetic theme of the month, but it's like the old energy is tapping out. I'm seeing a wrestler in a wrestling ring finally tapping out. I'm hearing on your guard again. Being on your guard. Something about a season, I'm being told. What are you talking about? A season of your life? Something about seasons greetings. Okay, so maybe like Christmas time, or number 10 is standing out to me. 10th month, perhaps? When is that? November? No. October? I don't even know. Yeah, I think so. October. So, okay. That's weird that that's coming up in a March reading though, you know? Like, why is November? Why are we talking about October, November, December when we're looking into March? Oh, because it's closing out. Right, I'm being shown looking back with a telescope into the past. So think back, group number 2, to the last October, November, December. What was going on there? Why did it put so much pressure on you? Where was it testing you? What was going on at the time? Because energetically, that's closing out, and what's opening is like, oh my God, endless possibilities, so much fruit. I'm being shown like there's a huge kind of, I want to say, no, No, I don't want to say that. Hold on. What is it? I'm hearing groundbreaking opportunities, groundbreaking opportunities. And it really does feel to me energetically like there's limitlessness here. Limitlessness. So don't let this Ten of Swords sway you or deter you. Energetically, it's not the experiential. It's not the experiential theme of the month. It's something that you're taking and transmuting from the past, or you're taking it and tapping out from what was really, really heavy, really detrimental to you ultimately. And you're taking what you needed from that, what you learned perhaps, and creating so much opportunity, so much potential from it. All right, so the obstacle to overcome, right, the King of Pentacles, we did see that. Okay, so the obstacle here feels like grounding all of this opportunity or potential into reality. It's like, how do I actually invest in that? What action steps do I need to take? What do I physically need to do? And I'm hearing proof is in the pudding. And so it's like, where are you? I'm hearing putting your money where your mouth is. Okay, yeah, King of Pentacles, money. Putting your money where your mouth is. Like being able to back something up, not just talking a big game, but actually being able to, I'm hearing the word respond, but I was going to say something about being responsive. I'm being shown an EMT trying to resuscitate someone, and they're not responsive, and then they give them the shock and they bring them back to life. So there's kind of a resurrection energy here for you. Oh, I didn't notice that there's a horse in this card. I was seeing clairvoyantly the horse hooves. Horses, this is fast moving energy. We're in the year of the fire horse right now as I'm recording this. And it feels like this shift is you hitting the ground running with something, but you got to have your feet under you to be able to do that. So yeah, it's like, you don't want to go ass over tea kettle, group number 2, trying to apply yourself here to something in a very physical way. This could be a new job, new experience, new investment. It's like you're literally investing in something. I keep seeing that. I don't know what it is for you, but you're literally being called to invest in something. And this feels like an obstacle only insofar as it's in the past been, I'm being shown a vase shattered into pieces. Okay, so that's that Ten of Swords energy. It's like being broken down and something that was whole being made into fragments, and it's completely exhausting and is it gruesome? I don't know why I'm getting this energy of like, oh, that was gruesome. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of that. Now, how do we do that? How do we build? How do we invest? How do we prioritize? How do we make this better? Like, how do we fix it? How do we take these opportunities? Maybe it comes in as an idea or a new experience. And how do I integrate that? How do I physicalize that? It's the obstacle, but I always see obstacles as opportunities because they help us to evolve. They kind of stretch our bandwidth a little bit. Yes, it can be uncomfortable, but getting out of your comfort zone here is teaching you how to stabilize. It's teaching you how to get grounded, and more importantly, from that grounded foundation, how to build, literally or metaphorically. Like, you are going to build something. And it is going to be powerful, and it will be a step in the right direction, and it will step you up into these new experiences, into new possibilities. And I keep being shown like limitless, infinite possibilities. Some of that may feel overwhelming too, like when we have a lot of possibilities or opportunities, it feels, or we think like, oh, that's a good thing. But then when it actually happens, it can be quite dysregulating and overwhelming for the nervous system. So if that's the case, especially with the Ten of Swords and the King of Pentacles here, it's like, take time and prioritize stabilizing your nervous system, getting physically grounded, because that's what's going to actually allow you to seize those opportunities, to seize the day, to go out into the world, to shine your light, to prioritize taking action in a way that feels safe, healthy, grounded for you. That's where you're going to get much better results and where you're going to feel liberated and stronger. Yes. Okay, so powerful transformation. The blessings to embrace, Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, yeah. I'm seeing a connection here to group number 1. These 2 cards were present in their reading. Okay. You're going to build something. I just keep getting this like crazy feeling of inspiration and endless or limitless opportunity that comes from that. Ideas are flowing in. Something I just heard, business associates. Okay, so something about colleagues or work or business could also be a priority this month for you, or you could get a lot of opportunities, especially in areas or arenas that you fought really hard to maintain and they kind of fell through the cracks, or something that you had once prioritized fell apart. This is the month where things are better. They shift into a different direction because you are making different moves, if that makes sense to you. I don't know how, and I keep hearing priorities and prioritizing. Definitely prioritize your nervous system. I keep getting that, group 2. The more that you prioritize your stability, the better you're going to be able to handle whatever these opportunities are that present themselves to you. And you're going to feel more confident, and you're going to feel more stable, and you're going to be able to create and do things, like physically, literally do things that feel strong, like you feel strong doing them, and what you're creating out of that is strong as well. Okay. Now, the message or guidance from Spirit, you have the 5 of Swords. I literally heard take back your power. Well, I'm being shown the wrestling ring again, and it's like an opponent had you on the ropes, where they had you in an arm bar, and you had no choice. You were forced to tap out, otherwise something would have broken. And maybe that was the best decision at the time, but I don't think it's the end. It's kind of like, it's a new round now. Now I'm being shown, thank you, Spirit. They're showing me Rocky in the ring getting knocked out. Okay, but then he comes to, or he wakes back up. There's some kind of like a resurrection energy where you're knocked out, or you're knocked down, or you've given up in some way, but you actually haven't. And you end up getting back up. Or maybe somebody, that's weird. I heard sirens and false prophet. Ooh, maybe somebody told you something that really kind of got you down in the dumps. I'm hearing the word failure. Maybe they projected onto you, because I'm getting that from this 5 of Swords energy, that they projected onto you that you were a failure, or that you couldn't do it, or something like that. And that's just simply not true. Maybe you couldn't do it at the time. Maybe you needed some additional skills. Maybe you needed some additional financial or physical stability. Whatever it was that you needed at the time, it's like you needed the manpower, or you needed the strength, or you needed the time, you needed something that you didn't have. And then they kind of projected onto you, well, if you'd just done better, you could have been successful. But it's not actually about that. It was that you needed to take a rest. Something about arrested development, I'm hearing. You needed to take a rest so that you could improve. And by improving, you could prioritize better. So in March, the guidance from Spirit, that's weird. They said turn the other cheek, but then they're showing, and I was thinking in my head, the Jesus quote, if your enemy hits you, turn the other cheek, or something like that. But then they showed me looking the other way, like not paying attention to some kind of an assault or an attack. Just not paying attention to it. It's like you are on your grind, or you're focusing on your own thing, and there's no competition really at the end of the day that's going to stop you, or that's going to hinder or hamper your progress. March feels like you hit the ground running. You're making progress. But just keep your cool. Keep your cool. Don't pay attention to the other horses in the race. And if one of them tries to trip you up, or some other jockey, I'm being shown racehorses and jockeys, if they pull out that little whip thing and they try to stick it through, the legs of your horse to trip you up, like sticking a stick through the spokes of a bicycle. Weirdly, I just heard basketball as well. it's not going to trip you up this time because your priorities are better. Now, how is that? Okay, I'm hearing golden touch, okay? Oh, Midas touch, golden touch. You could really have limitless opportunities and new experiences here that treat you very well or open you up to what potential others actually saw in you and tried to beat out of you or beat down in you. So people who did project onto you that you were limited or that you failed or that you couldn't do it, it's actually because they were jealous of the potential that they saw in you and they knew that you would surpass them. And so they tried to sabotage you. Or if this is even, it doesn't even have to be another person or people. It could just be like life in general, or it could be some aspect of your own shadow self. A lot of the time, that's how I see it, but you never know. I never know how it's going to apply until you tell me. But yeah, it's like you had to face off with some tricksters, some jesters, some people who were poking you, some people who were poking the bear. And it's because they wanted to get you dysregulated, to get you off your guard, to get you down. And that's not what's coming here for you in the month of March. That's old news. I'm hearing bad news bears. That's old news. The month of March is all about you stepping into your power. And that's why I think this group resonates or might resonate with the group number 1's reading, because both of these readings, 1 and 2, are talking about personal empowerment and power dynamics, and slightly different messages in each group, but that theme remains consistent throughout them. So yeah, let's get an oracle card for you. I'm hearing the sun is shining, and I just got my attention drawn to the sunflower. The sun is shining. Oh, and don't they, I know it's kind of like an old wives' tale that, do they actually, the sunflowers turn towards the sun or turn towards each other in the absence of the sun? They do turn though. So again, there's like something about turning to face the light or turning to face away from something that is trying to bug you or get you off your guard or slow you up or something like that, or trip you up. You just don't pay attention to that. All right. What else does group number 2 need to know? I'm hearing walk this way. Something about walking tall and walking with confidence. You have lavender. I feel this one as well. Venus. Softness, peace, surrender. I'm hearing the word contemplation as well. And helper. Okay. I kind of want to get one more. I feel this one. Water. So, something about a spiritual bath I just heard as well. Spiritual cleansing. The reformer on the bottom. Number 1. Yeah, number 1, Gemini was poking out from underneath that, and the magician is Gemini energy as well. Oh, look what was underneath of that. 9 of Swords and 9 of Pentacles. You don't pay attention to the haters. Silence them. Block them out of your mind. Even if it's your own inner critic, don't pay attention to that, because the energy here is asking you to prioritize caring for yourself so that you can be the best version of you without any limitation outside or inside or what have you. You're allowing space in your life for new experiences, for new potentials, for new opportunities. And those are limitless, or they become limitless as you ask, as you receive, as you open up, and as you ground and stabilize to be able to handle that. If you do need support, because the blessings to embrace is the Queen of Wands and you have the Helper and Venus here, if you do need support, there could be somebody who just walks into your life in March, presents themselves to you, or you're drawn to, that offers help in some way. I actually wrote that down as one of the, I wrote that down March 1st. in my synchronicities journal, needing help and being helped, asking for or receiving help, helping a friend turns into being helped by a friend. Yeah, and then a bunch of stuff about fire trucks and being prepared and stuff like that. These are just synchronicities that I'm seeing in connection to collective energy. But yeah, you could receive some support here that's very healing for you, that's connected to emotional, physical, or financial stability. I'm seeing you getting very surrendered into rest. It's like you're releasing the burdens. Oh, I just also heard releasing guilt too. Releasing guilt that was projected onto you as other people's jealousy. Wow. Something about flowing as well. Look how relaxed all of these people are. Very flow, very relaxed. So I'm hearing the word sentience, and I'm being shown the body and the cells in the body being sentient. Like your cells are conscious and aware, and they hold, I'm hearing the word acknowledge. They hold they hold awareness, but I'm being shown something about a cat's eye, tiger's eye, the eye of the tiger. Yeah, Rocky, the eye of the tiger, but something about the cat's eye. Didn't they show me a black cat earlier in your reading? Was that with you, group 1? Sorry, group 2? I think it was the black cat. Maybe even tiger's eye crystal could be helpful. That's all about empowerment as well. It strengthens you. It increases your confidence. I feel like you're going to get a hand out or a hand up or a help, or you are going to offer that help to someone who needs it. And I'm hearing better prepared, and this time around, something about this time around, you're better prepared. You have the resources you need, whatever those are. And now you can flow with it. And it's not as taxing. Something about tax season. Isn't March tax season? I can't remember. The entrepreneur one is in June, so I do it then. But yeah, something about, or June or July, I can't remember. But yeah, there's something about you resting, relaxing, having a relaxed approach. And I'm hearing not dislocating yourself. And they're showing me that person in the ring again with wrestling, having their arm in an arm bar or in a lock or something. It's like, don't dislocate yourself. Just relax. It's almost like if you can relax, you'll get out of it. And you'll see the opportunities. Yeah, okay, so you're going to rise above, like float to the surface. You're the cream of the crop. You rise to the top. And never eat your pickle. Your pickle's the top. Better yet, a Terminator, like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Trying to play me out as if my name was Vader. Anyway, I'm just being silly now. But yeah, I think you guys are going to be showing up as like, it's like, this is my villain era where I sit, but it's not. You're not being a villain. You're just having better boundaries. You're just saying no. You're just showing up as the hero in your own life, even if that makes other people, something about PP, even if that makes other people feel inconsequential. That's not your problem. That's their problem. That's their insecurity. And I'm hearing a golden wish. Spirit, what the hell? They're showing me. They said a golden wish. And then they showed me like what looked to me like urine. And I'm like so immature in my head. I'm like, what is this? Like a golden shower? Oh God. Where is your reading going? What is the insanity here? Group number 3, it just like took a turn, but it's hilarious and whatever. There's something that okay, well, if we're looking at urine, it's about water and flow. Maybe you need to drink more water to hydrate yourself, literally, because you're on fire, because you're doing a lot, because that's going to help regulate your nervous system, because that's going to keep you grounded. A hydrated body, a hydrated cell is a functioning cell. So drink a shit ton of water, take a spiritual bath, cleanse yourself energetically, psychically, physically, all of the above, and get help if you need it. Or it's just going to be offered to you, I feel like, because that's the blessing that's coming in. It's just going to be offered to you. So receive the help, and you'll be better able to see. Okay, I'm hearing something about mission and mission statement. You'll be better able to see the potential and to take action in regard to it. Yep. You're going to manifest from that. Lots of new things are being created in March. Just get really nice and stable, really nice and grounded. You're going to see that come to fruition, okay? So that's the message, group number 2. I'm going to move to group 3 now. If you want to join us there, feel free to do so. If not, we will see you in another reading or at another time. Thank you to everyone who has been patient with me as I just went through a move, by the way. So I'm in a new location now and settling in myself, which has been really nice. Finally done most of the work around the house and getting back to doing readings. If you've ordered a private reading with me, I am working my way through the list. There's still like a page or more of readings that I need to do. So thank you for your patience with that. They were delayed by the move. And if you want to book a reading with me, those are open as well. The information will be in the description box below, but just keep in mind that they are delayed. And so there could be like a month or two wait. But yeah, I'm keeping that open temporarily if you guys are looking for a little help. Okay. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed the reading, if you benefited from it in any way, please be sure to like the video and share it, hype it. I don't know, whatever, all the YouTube stuff. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose Higher Ground. We're looking at the month of March and what madness it may yield. But I feel like it's going to sincerely elevate you. And I'm hearing the word awakening. I'm being shown somebody taking off a sleep mask, like waking up, taking off the sleep mask, taking off the eye mask, getting ready to start your day. Okay, so you guys chose Higher Ground, and we're going to be looking at, oh, hold on, I closed the book that had no, it's here. We're going to be using this general month ahead spread that I created. So card number 1 is the general energy theme of the month. Okay. That's it. General energy theme of the month. Thank you. The obstacle to overcome. I just really felt that one. Blessings to embrace. What are the blessings to embrace for group 3? I feel that one. And actually, message and guidance from spirit is that one there. On the bottom, we have judgment. Wow, higher ground. You know, it's like resurrection and flying off into the sky, definitely being woken up because they were in their slumbers here in the coffins. And then Archangel Gabriel comes in with his trumpet, blasting, saying, hey, it's time to wake up. So you're waking up. You're waking up to something. Spring has sprung, I'm hearing. Okay, yes, it has. At least in the Northern Hemisphere, or it's going to soon. Let's see. You've got Knight of Cups for the general energy of the month. Okay. Something about a crossover. I'm hearing like crossing over to the other side of this river. Ooh, this river almost feels like the veil of forgetting or the veil of consciousness. And again, it's like taking off the mask, taking off the eye mask, getting to higher ground, remembering. I just heard the word project as well, something about a project, but it's like you're remembering something, you're awakening, something about an e-reader, reading something that brings you to higher ground, higher state of consciousness, elevating through, I was going to say mind, but it feels like it's through the heart. I'm also being shown the higher heart chakra and how that's connecting up to the 10th chakra above the head. Okay, so there's a major, I'm hearing sky's the limit. I'm being shown a skyscraper. There's a major elevation. I'm being shown a free climber climbing a skyscraper. I'm hearing freehand, and I'm being shown an artist creating something freehand as well. So it's like you're not tracing it. You're not using guardrails. You're not using zip lines or anything or whatever. You're doing this completely autonomously. And I think you still have safety structures in place, but you're elevating beyond those, or you're trusting your skill in some way to be able to cross over from one state to another or to move into this higher consciousness. And I'm hearing to keep going and to keep going. There's some kind of pursuit of knowledge. I keep being shown like books or e-readers or something. There's a pursuit of knowledge in March that's going to help you. I'm hearing getting settled, something about a settlement. I'm being shown like that's hilarious. It's like a Legally Blonde montage where she's in the library at Cambridge or Harvard or wherever wasn't it Harvard? Yeah, it was Harvard. What? Like it's hard? She gets in to the most prestigious law school in the country. And she does this studying montage, working out on the elliptical, reading a book, and in the library, all hours of the night, with multiple books open, different pages, studying, looking for answers, elevating your consciousness, expanding your mind, exploring new potentials or realities through the integration of information. Now, it's weird that that's coming through with the Knight of Cups, because Knight of Cups is more emotional energy. It's more like romantic and creative. But I was being shown the free handing of art. So this could be an elevation or an expansion of your creative expression. You could be, I keep getting elevation and expansion for you in March. The wings on his shoes and his helmet, though, they do kind of speak to me of Archangel Gabriel or of Hermes or of the planet Mercury, the messenger of the gods, the mercurial messenger. And so there's this movement that I'm seeing as well, and it's upward. So ascending, quite literally. That's the theme of this month. Now, the obstacle to overcome is, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, that's quite an obstacle. All right. And I'm hearing getting off the ground, getting something off the ground. Something about an unstable foundation. I'm being shown cracks in the foundation. And it's like, then you have to, there's two things you can do with cracks in the foundation. You can tear it up and re-pour it and start from scratch. You can fill the cracks too, I guess, but that's to a lesser extent, less effective. Or you can rise above that foundation and you can build in Sky City, I'm hearing. And it's like building in the clouds. It's like the clouds is your new foundation. Are you going to be on cloud 9? Group number 3 in the month of March? Are you feeling very elevated? Are you feeling that higher consciousness? Are you experiencing that yet? Because if you're not, take your time with it and prioritize that, because there's a real, true experiential potential there for that to happen, where you actually do feel much better, much higher. You see more clearly. You're called in that direction, Spirit's telling me. So you're being called in that direction. I'm being shown a big ringing bell, like a huge bell. Okay. And something about Taco Bell or taco time or taking your time. Taco time. I keep hearing the project, something about finishing a project maybe that didn't have the financial backing, or that you were not in good health to be able to complete it. Or there's something about a project that's being resurrected, that's moving to higher ground, or that's coming back to life because you're called to it again. I'm hearing receiving the call. I'm being shown somebody picking up a phone, but it's Spirit, specifically Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, calling you. Like, hey, are you going to pick up the phone? Because all of a sudden I got Jack and the Beanstalk energy from this. Again, like the foundation is in the clouds. Something about the golden goose. Okay, and getting out of poverty. Something about shame cycles or spirals I just got as well. I'm not sure how that's related, but it's connected. Oh, maybe there's shame around poverty. I'm hearing fractalized consciousness and something about different factions or different groups. I'm being shown like social classes and hierarchy. I'm hearing business class, and I'm being shown an airplane I guess that would be like first class, business class. Is that the same thing? I don't know. I've never flown first class. I've never flown business class, so I don't know. We up in the coach. So the foundation in the clouds and these references to the sky and going up higher to higher ground and the airplane, these all speak to me of ascension, elevation, and I'm hearing the word priorities. And no, I'm being called not to say that. Okay, never mind. I'll swallow my that word. But there's something of a movement or a shift through time. Let me put it that way. I don't know why they don't want me to say what I want to say with that, but they're telling me it's a shift in time. Let's put it that way. And it's an elevation. It's an elevation in time and the time potential that plays out from there. Okay, so Yeah, the obstacle is getting out of that poverty consciousness. Maybe it's even getting out of your own way, being able to open up to new elevated states of being. And how that reflects in your lived experience and where you're welcomed. I'm being shown halls. I'm hearing halls of Amenti, but I was actually being shown more like a Swiss or something about Svadisgard or Skarsgård or something. It's like a Norse longhouse that I'm being shown and being welcomed into the Great Hall. Okay, like Valhalla. Page of Cups in the blessings to embrace position. There's a lot of emotionality here. And I feel like there's a spiritual elevation taking place in March. Both of these cups are moving towards this Five of Pentacles. This is healing. This is massive healing, group 3. I'm hearing mass effect. And the healing elevates you. It skyrockets you. Something about the limit does not exist. The limit does not exist. And it rises and elevates. And something about factions again, they're saying. So the blessing to embrace is this income. Oh, I didn't mean to say income. I was trying to say incoming energy. But yeah, maybe you're getting physical income, financial income, embracing the income and how that raises or elevates your financial status, your social status, your maneuverability is what Spirit just said. Something about maneuverability. I'm hearing making way, and they're showing me Prince Ali when he makes his grand debut in the parade once he's got the genie's lamp and he wishes to be a prince. It's like pauper to prince type of energy here. Huh. Wow. From page to night as well, you've got elevation. And there's been steps, or there is steps. There are steps, I should say. There are steps that you're taking. Deliberately prioritizing that. Now, the message or guidance from Spirit, Four of Pentacles, this foundational energy. Yeah. Being able to build a foundation on, I'm hearing the word properties. Something about business again, and business class, entrepreneurship, property manage, something about properties. I'm being shown monopoly and like buying properties. I'm hearing Bellevue. Something about the bell from the tower, the view from the bell tower. And I'm hearing calling all guards, and the bell is ringing. Okay, Spirit literally just said shielded from wealth deficit. That's what they said, shielded from wealth deficit. So there's protection here financially for you in the month of March. And you're going to be called, I'm hearing skyrocketing again. You're going to be called in a new direction, another page, and okay, yeah. Page of Wands, Ace of Wands. You're going to be called in a new direction. You're going to get the inspiration. Archangel Gabriel is going to come in and channel something to you, either directly or through an inspired thought, a business opportunity, or a creative project of some kind. Or this could be spiritual, even just like spiritual downloads, spiritual upgrades, spiritual ascension type stuff that brings you up several octaves, blasting you off here. Maybe it's like a Kundalini type of Kundalini rising type situation where you really get back on your feet. There's a foundation here that you can actually build on that's like a dreamscape for you, but it's being anchored into reality. Ooh, do you guys hear the sirens in the background? I'm hearing coming up aces. Yeah, you had that Ace of Wands. Everything's coming up aces. Something about an ace up the sleeve, ace up your sleeve. And I'm hearing I can achieve. You have Scorpio and enthusiast. There's so much enthusiasm from especially these two water court cards. And Scorpio, okay, water, yeah. So Scorpionic energy here. Helping you to, rise higher, to rise above. Now, Scorpio dives deep. And so you've done some level, or you're going to be doing in the month of March, some level of deep financial crisis, wound type healing. And where there was fracturing in the foundation, you're elevating that enthusiastically, getting to this higher ground where you can build something better. And by building that there instead, the foundation is not only firmer or stronger, but it's malleable. Because the way they're showing it to me is like if it's built on this cloud, it can continue to rise higher. Not just the building itself, but something about the proximity to the earth I'm hearing. It's like you can rise higher because there's stability in that higher zone or area. So take that however it resonates for you, because this kind of feels like it semi makes sense to me, but at the same time, I'm like, this feels very sort of abstract. But I would encourage you to explore that as well in the month of March, group 3, because I feel like that abstractness, that creative inspiration is how you're going to realize this you're going to realize it into your reality, meaning you're going to anchor it, you're going to create it. You're going to heal. And this is what brings you higher. Okay. Anything else you want to say to group 3? I'm hearing one big window, one big leap, or one big jump. They said one big jump, actually. One big window, one big jump. Something about stunts or completing stunts or doing like stuntman type energy. It's reminding me of Hot Rod because he sees the sign that says one big jump, and then he decides to do that to save his father or his stepfather. So it feels like you're going to get some signs, like a divine intervention type of situation here, where spirit comes in and shows you very clearly a sign. It's a sign from God. So pay attention to that. Definitely pay attention to that, especially if something out of the ordinary crops up and you're like, ooh, wait a second, that's ringing some bells for me, or there's sirens going off, or there's something significant that stands out to you. Pay attention to that, because it's providing a deep level of creative inspiration that leads to healing, that creates or causes this cascade effect. I'm being shown dominoes, like domino effect, and also this wave cresting, and you are surfing that wave, my friend. Yeah, March takes you to elevated ground. So ride the wave, grow the beanstalk, invest in, I want to say, what's the best thing that you can invest in here? Well, the spiritual guidance from Spirit feels like invest in grounding this into your body, invest in integrating this into your energetic field. Yeah, something about feeling secure. Like the more you feel secure, whether you actually are financially or not, the more enthusiastic you're going to be about these new potentials that you're elevating into. Okay, and I'm hearing better days ahead. I'm being shown sunny days, sunny D. Something about summer is also coming through the month, or something about summer. I'm hearing autopilot. I'm being shown elevation increasing, like I'm seeing the pilot's cockpit and I can see the dials and I can see elevation going up. Now I'm being shown an elevator and it's like going up. All right, so you're rising, you're ascending. This could even be talking about Akashic record level stuff, because when I see the elevator, sometimes I think about going up into the 5th dimension to access, or 5th and 6th dimension to access the Akashic record. Something about a pull down effect I also just heard. And it feels like you're anchoring, grounding, integrating this consciousness, the information you need, and therefore the healing. Yes. Okay. I think that's it, group number 3. I'm going to leave it there. I hope this was helpful. Take what resonates and leave the rest. May you have a blessed month of March, the rest of March and beyond. I know I'm a little late on these readings, but better late than never. And that should be like my motto, just chronically late. But also thank you to everybody who has been patient with me with the private readings. Again, those are late too, because I just moved. I moved cities. So it's been a big transition. Not anything that I'm not used to, being my transient self. But it was another big move. So thank you for your patience with that. I am getting back into alignment with doing the private readings again. If you want to order one, keep in mind that there's a list and it's first come, first serve. The priority is whoever booked previously, and they were from like December and January. So, or no, when were the readings from? I don't know. Maybe they were from like February. Yeah, they were from February. Never mind. I completed all the December, January ones. So yeah, we're going into April with the readings if you order now. But anyways, I love you. Thank you guys so much. All the information's in the description box below. Check out my other channel, Aqua Gem, if you're into more like collective style readings and stuff, especially ascension level things too. And yeah. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Hove. I love you guys. We'll see you in the next reading. Bye.